Hey y'all, Miss Pascal here. Today is Tuesday and I'm going to be teaching you our third and final strategy for finding elapsed time. I'm going to be working through 3 different problems today. The first problem will be missing the elapsed time, the second problem will be missing the ending time, and the third problem will be missing the start time. So you'll be able to see all 3 types of questions and how we'll answer them using the T-chart strategy. So the T-chart strategy is new, and you'll see from my paper, there are 2 sides to it. The left side says time, and the right side says elapsed time. So let's read the question first before we start talking about this new strategy. I actually decided to use the same question as yesterday, so you can see how this one is different from the Zoom strategy. So it says, Hannah left for Chick-fil-A at 5:13. She got home at 7:42. How long did Hannah eat dinner for? I changed that because I thought 5:13 was a little bit late for lunch. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put the start time, which is 5:13. We know that the ending time is 7:42, so that's the time that we're going to end with. And we're figuring out the elapsed time. How much time is from 5:13 to 7:42? So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of use my mountains, hills, and rocks and figure out how to pass time to get closer to 7:42. So I know if I were using mountain, hills, and rocks, the first thing I could do is draw a mountain or a hill. A mountain for an hour. So if I have 1 hour past 5:13, my new time would be 6:13. If I have another hour past 6:13, that would give me to 7:13. Now, can I write another hour here? The answer is no, because if I put another hour here, my time would be 8:13, which is actually past our ending time. So what if I put 30 minutes here? Well, 30 minutes past 7:13 is 7:43. So that's also past our ending time. So I'm going to start by using 10 minutes. So I'm going to do 10 minutes. Past 7:13 would get me 7:23. I'm going to do 10 minutes again past 7:23, which would be 7:33. Now I can't do 10 minutes again because 10 minutes would get me 7:43, and that's past our ending time. So I'm going to do 5 minutes to get me to 7:38. I'm going to do 2 minutes to get me to 7:40. And our last 2 minutes to get to our ending time, 7:42. So here is our start time. Here is our ending time. How long did Hannah eat dinner for? The last thing we're going to do is add up all of this elapsed time. So if I start with my hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, then I'm going to add up my minutes. So I have 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So just like we found out yesterday, Hannah ate dinner for 2 hours and 29 minutes. So this is how we use the T-chart strategy. So this problem had our start time and our ending time, and it didn't give us the elapsed time. So I'm going to give you a new problem where it does have the start time, it gives you the elapsed time, and you need to figure out the ending time. So here we go. Let's read the question first. Luke went to the park at 4:20. He played on the swings for 23 minutes, hung on the monkey bars for 17 minutes, and played basketball for 41 minutes. What time did Luke leave the park? So we know our start time. So I'm going to write our start time over here, which is 4:20. And we know the elapsed time. We're trying to figure out the ending time. So let's read the problem and figure out the time that's passed so far. He played on the swings for 23 minutes. So you could either write 23 minutes here, or you could do 20 minutes and then 3 minutes. So I'm going to do that version first. So I'm going to do 20 minutes. 20 minutes past 4:20 is 4:40. And I'm missing 3 minutes. So I'm going to add 3 minutes here to get me to 4:43. Next, he hung on the monkey bars for 17 minutes. So you could either write 17 here, or you could split it up. I'm going to split it up. So I'm going to start with, since it's 17, I'm going to split it into 10 and 7. So I'm going to do 10 minutes first. 10 minutes after 4:43 is 4:53. And then I'm going to add my last 7 minutes. 7 minutes plus 53 is 60. Now, what do we know about 60 minutes? I hope you're thinking, we know it's an hour. So I'm going to add up to 4:60, which is the same as 5 o'clock. Now the last thing we need to do is how long he played basketball for. So he played basketball for 41 minutes. Since 5 o'clock is around to the hour, I feel okay by putting 41 minutes here. Because I know 41 minutes after 5 o'clock is going to be 5:41. So this problem, we already knew the start time, we already knew the elapsed time, and we had to figure out the ending time using our T-chart. All right, I'm going to show you guys one more type of question quickly. This type of problem has the end time, it has the elapsed time, but it doesn't have the start time. So we're actually going to be working backwards just like we did when we had mountain, hills, and rocks. So let's read the question first. Colby spent 55 minutes making cookies. If he took the cookies out of the oven at 10:30, what time did he start making the cookies? So what I'm going to do first is write the ending time up top. This is a little bit different because we're still putting it at the top. But we know we need to find the start time, so we're going to be working backwards. So my elapsed time is actually going to be a negative because I'm going to be moving back. So first, let's look at how much time has passed. 55 minutes. It's a little bit hard for me to take away 55 minutes, so I'm going to split that number into easier numbers I can understand. So the first thing I'm going to take away is 30 minutes. So 10:30, 30 minutes before that would get me to 10 o'clock. Next, I'm going to take away 20 minutes. 20 minutes before 10 o'clock, it's a little tricky, is going to give you 9:40. The last thing I'm going to do, since I have 50 minutes here, is I'm going to take away 5 minutes. 5 minutes before 9:40 is 9:35. So that is when he started making cookies. These are the 3 strategies. Feel free to watch them again as you're working through your problems today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Today you are only going to be using the T-chart strategy that we have learned. Good luck, guys, and let me know if you have any questions.